if you truly love Peter Obi and you want to see him sworn in as the next president of Nigeria, not just getting a presidential candidate ticket or running an election and getting rigged out, you actually want to see him sworn in as the next president of Nigeria. And you actually love Nigeria so much that you want to see it work. The best gift that you can give to Peter Obi and to Nigeria is to force free and fair election on INEC, on Tinubu, on APC in 2027. That's the best gift. We're celebrating our paper Independence Day. Paper independence. Why? Because are we really independent? Can we truly be said to be independent when we are a consumption economy? Peter Obi has said the correct answer. So long as we are a consumption economy, we are not independent. So as we are celebrating Independence Day today, happy 65th Paper Independence Day to Nigeria. Know it. Peter Obi is right. We need to move this country away from consumption to production. We can only be truly independent if we are a production economy. Right now, we're just consuming. And Tinubu is not helping us. He's taxing the hell out of us only to spend it on consumption. It is not enough to rant to. It is not even strategic to just rant. If you truly want Peter Obi sworn in as the next president and you want Nigeria to work, then the only way is to force free and fair elections on INEC. It is not even electoral reforms. Because right now, I don't even trust two things. One, that they will give us the electoral reforms. Because it doesn't look like we're pushing hard enough. And two, that even when by some stroke of luck or miracle, they give us anything that even resembles electoral reforms, I don't trust INEC under whoever Tinubu will appoint to play by the rules of that electoral reforms. I don't trust them. So the only way is to force free and fair election. And there is only one way to do that right now. Is for you to volunteer to be a polling unit marshal. That's the only way. Any other thing, we are wasting time. We are playing Tinubu's games of smokes and mirrors, distractions and divisions. The only thing that really will scare Tinubu, protests don't scare him. Do you think protests scare him? When he has the security agencies under his control? Do you think opposition and coalition scare him? When he has terrorized and scared all of them into decamping into the APC? Nothing scares him. The courts, when he has Wike who brags about having the courts under his control, when he is the incumbent, these things don't scare him. The only thing that will scare him is a people coalition, which can only happen with polling unit marshal, PU marshal. That's the only thing. Do you think revolution scares him? He is having a good laugh every time he sees Showore. with his talk about revolution. And trust me, I support what Sowore is doing. Even though I know it is not the solution, at least it is an act in a direction that may lead to a changed Nigeria. But it is actually playing Tinubu's games. He enjoys it when, instead of focusing on critical issues, we are discussing, Sowore has exposed Wike, and Wike is firing back and calling him, he's lucky. Or Sowore has exposed Tinubu, is calling him a criminal, and you are asking, is he not a criminal? You see, all of these things, as good as they sound, they are rantings. What results will they yield? Do you think that a Tinubu is afraid of it? In fact, I dare say, Tinubu wants Sowore to do what he's doing. He wants the coalition to do what they're doing. He wants us, the oppressed people of Nigeria, to do what we're doing. Just come on social media and rant. What he is really scared of, and he's succeeding at making us not do it, is to really organize. He is scared of P.U. Marshall. He's afraid that if you will see the light, you who truly loves Nigeria, will see the light and volunteer, and we have a 600,000 strong army of P.U. Marshals, it will be impossible for INEC to rig. This is the best gift you can give to Nigeria this Independence Day. 65 years of Nigeria, continuous slide into anarchy and poverty. We can stop it by doing the one thing that scares Tinubu the most. The one thing he doesn't want us to do. Organize behind P.U. Marshall. That's the only way to force free and fair election. And free and fair election is the only way to fix this country. It's the only way credible people will make their way into Aso Rock and get sworn in. So why is everybody not talking about it? Is this the first time you're hearing about it? Why have you not subscribed? The link is there. votewatch.pro www.votewatch.pro. The link is in the description. Click on it. As you sign up to votewatch.pro, you are doing two things. You're signing up to an application that will guarantee free, fair, and credible elections. You're signing up to an application that will guarantee electronic real-time transmission of results from the polling unit, electronic collation in real time, electronic display of the results in real time to the whole world to see, straight from the polling unit. That's what you're signing up for. Then two, you are signing up also to become a P.U. Marshal, which means you will be one of 600,000 persons at the polling unit that will drive the technology to guarantee real-time results, transmission, collation, and display. This is the only gift that we can give to Peter Obi that will matter. This is the only gift that we can give to Nigeria that will matter. You see, what happened with Mama P and Abure at the airport, as good as that may appear, what is the effect it has or will have on the elections of 2027? You think that an Abure has any shame? That you will shame an Abure, or you will shame an Akpabio, you will shame a Wike, you will shame a Tinubu, a Tajuddin Abbas? You think these people have any shame? Think again. You have heard Tinubu say he has left social media for you. even though we know that is not true. He has his paid minions there, his paid rabble-rousers there, every day pumping propaganda. Propaganda about how they are ruling the country, propaganda about how to discredit Peter Obi, propaganda that we have busted. You have videos on them on this channel. It's there. On the other hand, you have an Akpabio saying, oh, you guys can go on and protest. He will be in his house. He will be eating rice and chicken. These people simply don't care. Am I saying we should stop? Not necessarily. I am calling for a smarter approach, and the only approach that will guarantee results in 2027. If you are an Obidient and you are a patriot, you are a Nigerian, whether you are living in Nigeria or abroad in the diaspora, this is the one solution that you must support. You must support it. If not, all of this rabble-rousing, all of this ranting, it will not work. We need the people handling this system to be changed. If not for anything, for us to send a message to them that the people have woken up. Because you have cynics, skeptics, doubting Thomases out there who say, what is the difference or what is the guarantee that the people who will come to replace these ones will be different? There is no guarantee, but there is a probability, there is a chance that if we succeed to send these ones under Tinubu packing, not just Tinubu now, Tinubu, Akpabio, Tajuddin Abbas, the governors, every single one of them, if we succeed to send them packing and new people come, whether or not the people perform, it would have sent a message to them. We would have won the battle, if not the war. So it is important that we change these people. And the only part there, the only part, the road that will lead us to changing and removing these vampires out of power and getting people like Peter Obi into power is free and fair elections. And the only solution is Vote Watch combined with PU Marshall. Nigeria needs you to volunteer as a PU Marshall. Peter Obi needs you to volunteer as a PU Marshall. Now, what can you do to support PU Marshall and Vote Watch? All programs that are under a bigger project called Project Eagle. As you do whatever you want to do today for Nigeria, whether you're praying, whether you're celebrating, whether you're complaining, or whether you are ranting, I want to beg you, whatever you do, remember to take action, to subscribe as a PU Marshall. Votewatch.pro. Remember that. We need to move this country from consumption to production. We need to make this country a country that respects the rule of law. We need to be a production economy. And the starting point is votewatch.pro. If you're still watching, thank you. It shows that you have a heart for this country. And I'd like to ask you, share this video. Talk to somebody, because we need to take the campaign off social media to the grassroots. And for that, we need ego, owo, kudi, ego, l'argent, pepe, whatever you want to call it. And there's also a means for you to contribute to this awareness campaign. It is all in votewatch.pro. Log on to the site and then you will see a place to support free and fair elections. And we have built in so many things to encourage the average Nigerian. But we need to create that awareness, starting today, starting immediately. This is a solution that we should test in about a month's time in Anambra. I laugh at politicians, particularly those that want to be governor or the next governor of Anambra. You are not making arrangements to force free and fair election on Soludo, on INEC. You think it is by campaigning? No. The only chance that you have as an opposition candidate is free and fair election. It is free and fair election. I told one of our people, I said, look, Peter Obi doesn't need marketing. Peter Obi doesn't need publicity. Peter Obi doesn't need campaign anymore. Everybody in Nigeria knows Peter Obi. Forget all those packaging and all those propaganda that the North does not know Peter Obi. They do. It's just that the elections are not free and fair enough to inspire those Northerners to come out and vote. They are either threatened, intimidated, scared, or bought into silence. Peter Obi doesn't need any extra marketing. And I'm not saying that we should stop marketing him or doing campaigns for him. What Peter Obi needs right now is free and fair election. I'm not even afraid about political parties, whether he will get ticket or not. Whether this way or that way, he will get ticket. What I am concerned about is, will his votes be allowed to count to such an extent that he is sworn in as the next president of Nigeria? That is my concern. But I will not stop at just being concerned. I will take steps to solve that concern. And that is what votewatch.pro will do for him. If you have not joined this campaign, please join it. It is the only way. As you go about your normal businesses, activities for today, remember, if we don't do this for Nigeria, Nigeria will not die, but Nigeria will not live. It will just remain in its vegetable state. You know, people say, oh, Nigeria is gone, Nigeria is dead, we have a country, or we had a country. Look, Nigeria is gone, Nigeria is gone. They are still milking how? Somebody will still be mining and exploring her crude oil, and somebody will be stealing it, and whatever monies they make from it, somebody will still be looting it. So don't let us throw our hands in despair with the propaganda and the narratives that they are pushing out there. Don't let us do that. Let us focus on the root of the problem. We have leaders that are implementing policies that are inimical to the welfare and security of the average Nigerians. Full stop. Anybody comes to tell you that, oh, if they explain Nigeria to you the first time and you understand it, they didn't explain it properly, that is not true. Nigeria is actually very simple. We have a country where the leaders implement policies that are detrimental, right? That do not help the security and the welfare of the people. And they do it because they hope, they know, or they actually do get tiny peanuts when the actual benefactors or beneficiaries are the colo cabal. Let me not say the US or America, because it's not all US, it's not all America. It's just an elite group of people in the US-led West that are doing these things. They are the ones benefiting. They are the ones that want us to remain a consumption economy. They are the ones using tools like the IMF, the World Bank, the World Trade Organization, using tools like privatization, globalization, using those tools, monetary policies, to make sure they destroy our food self-sufficiency, our manufacturing self-sufficiency, our security self-sufficiency. They made sure they destroyed it, starting from 1983, when Buhari came into power. They made sure. They've been trying since 1960. They tried, and it was what led to our civil war. Many people don't realize this. They think it is our divisions. No, some people exploited our divisions to their benefit, and our leaders were not smart enough to realize that they were being used against their own country, and they thought they were fighting for their tribe, or fighting for their religion, or fighting for themselves, not knowing that they were just being used by this elite group of people in the US-led West. This is what led to it. And those that did not fall in line, they assassinated, or they removed through coup, or they destabilized their government, all so that they can destroy our manufacturing, our production self-sufficiency, our food self-sufficiency, our security self-sufficiency. They want to destroy it so that we can depend on them. Yet they say we are independent. This is where the problem lies. It's actually very simple. And the way to get out of it is to de-weaponize the democracy that they said they gave to us. They weaponized it by using it as a tool that can be manipulated to force these wicked leaders, that vampires that call themselves leaders, on us. But we can de-weaponize that democracy by ensuring that we force free and fair elections on them. Anything short on that, anything short of volunteering as a PU marshal, anything short of logging on to votewatch.pro is an invitation to more hardship, more sufferings for Nigerians. You may think you are exempt because some of you feel it not touch you now. Look, the earth rotates about its axis. And so some people have come out to say, what goes around comes around. It go touch you. If it not be today, but tomorrow certainly, your turn will come. Who would have thought that somebody like Malami would be experiencing what he's experiencing now? Or a Rocha Zokorocha, or a Rotimi Amici, or an El Rufai? Who would have thought? So all of those defending the rubbish under Tinubu, thinking that they can buy up as much houses as they can, store as much money as they can abroad, buy as much property as they can abroad, your turn will come. The only way to guarantee a secured future for our children and our children's children is to fix this country. It is not to jackpot. It is to fix this country. And the only way to fix this country is to force free and fair elections. And the only way to force free and fair elections on INEC and on Tinubu and on the elite group that forms the Kolo Cabal is votewatch.pro, which requires you to volunteer as a PU marshal. It is a totally and completely safe process. It's a smart thing to do, and it's a safe thing to do. It doesn't leave you or expose you to any risk of attack. It doesn't. Very safe. Because of the way the PU marshals will operate at the polling unit. I don't know. I'm excited about it. I wish you will catch the fire and be half or even a quarter as excited as I am to register as a PU marshal. Let's take back this country. Watch Peter Obi speak every time, and you will see somebody who is passionate about Nigeria every time. But the only way to help him is to volunteer and to donate. The Nigerian youths are distracted. The smokes and screens, the distractions and the divisions of the system that is in place politically, traditionally, or tribally, religiously, entertainment-wise, educationally, business-wise, media-wise, the systems that are in place, they have caught our youth, our citizens in a web of smokes and mirrors, a web of distractions and divisions. And the people who put these systems in place, they spent money, they spent time, they spent energy to put the systems there. If we are going to counter the effect of these systems, we have to spend time, energy, and money. We have put in considerable time, energy, and money to come up with this app that will force free and fair elections on INEC. Considerable time, energy, and money. But we need a lot more to create an awareness campaign that will bring the 600,000 polling unit marshal to the app, to the technology, so that collectively we can scare the shit out of Tinubu and these backers, the cabal behind him, the colo cabal, not the local cabal now, the international cabal behind him. Yes, and take back the country. Many of you may not know that one of the reasons why Tinubu is not so moved, he's not afraid to rig. He's doing all of the things he's doing. And even when people come to argue that, oh, nobody can defeat Tinubu, it's not because they are thinking about free and fair elections. When anybody says, oh, Tinubu cannot be unseated, that he's an incumbent, they are saying it because, think about it. Is it because Tinubu trusts in a free and fair process? The same Tinubu that came to say power is not served a la carte? You have to grab it, snatch it, and run away with it. You think it's because he's looking to some free and fair election, to giving INEC under his appointee free hand to run? You think that is why? He's dependent on rigging. He's sure that his rigging machine will work without fail. But you see, we will piss for the piston of that rigging machine. We go knock the engine. But another reason why he's confident is because he has international backers. The people that truly have the power to overthrow a government, to execute a coup, to rig elections or turn a blind eye when they rig elections. The people that developed the template to rig elections. The people that actually have the power, the wherewithal, the means to destabilize the government of any person. Those people are the colo cabal we're talking about. They are the ones that have the IMF and the World Bank under their palm and control. Those people are behind Tinubu. That's the main reason he's bold. But you see, both the colo cabal and Tinubu and his cohort, all of them, we the people of Nigeria can defeat them, and we will defeat them, but with only free and fair election, guaranteed by votewatch.pro and PU Marshal. Don't play with this solution. Please, I beg you. Happy independence to Nigeria, or happy dependence, whichever it is. Enjoy the rest of your day.